For the last 2.5 years, I have been making my living online. I have generated over 6 figures with this YouTube channel on AdSense, as well as tens of thousands of dollars more working with various brands. In this past year, I have been making an average of about $7,000 a month. And although that's not an insane amount of money that internet gurus often claim to make, it's a real amount and it's a comfortable living for me. And I want to make it clear that I'm not saying any of this to brag, but I'm saying it to show you that making money online is possible for normal people like you and me. And in this video, I want to share exactly how to make money online. Whether you want to start a side hustle, a full-time business, or just understand how money is made online. And so let's start off with the basics. Where does internet money come from? Now, this is a very obvious question, but I think it's a question that most people don't actually know the answer to. Where does internet money come from? Is Silicon Valley just printing endless amounts of money? No. Internet money generally comes from 2 places. 1, selling your own product or service like Ali Abdaal selling a book, and 2, promoting someone else's product or service like a YouTube running an advertisement. In order to sell a product or service, people have to know it exists, and so the internet is basically this middleman that connects sellers and buyers. 20 years ago, it was cable TV. 20 years earlier, it was the radio. 20 years earlier, it was the newspaper. The internet is the modern media landscape, and internet money comes generally from connecting buyers and sellers in some form, like media has always done. And so now that we know that, let's now talk about the key ingredient to making money online. Now, in order to make money online, you need one key ingredient, and that is influence, trust, and authority. Without influence, it's hard to make money online because people listen and buy from people that they trust. For example, in 2004, the tennis player Serena Williams signed a $40 million deal with Nike. And why would Nike pay her that much money? Well, because she has influence, authority in her sport, and has built trust with her fans. And that influence could get people to trust Nike. And so in order to make money online, you first have to work on building trust and authority in a space or having influence. And doing this takes time, but it ultimately follows a 3-step formula. First, pick a niche, so you're competing with just a few instead of thousands. Then create content that solves real problems, like reviews, tutorials, or entertainment. And finally, stay consistent and authentic. Consistency builds credibility, and authenticity makes you unforgettable. Doing these 3 things consistently over a long period of time, whether that's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, a blog, or any other platform, will give you influence that you can try to monetize. And so now let's talk about how to do that, and 3 common ways to monetize influence. So once you have built trust and authority in a space, you can now try to monetize that in some way. And there are 3 common ways to do that. The first way is selling your own products or services. Once you have influence, you can directly sell products or services to your audience, like an ebook, a digital course, a coaching program, or setting up an e-commerce store selling merchandise. And this can be one of the hardest ways to make money, but it can also be one of the most profitable because you're keeping a larger percentage of the profit. And although this can sound daunting, one way to make it easier is by automating and using AI on some of the more difficult things, like setting up an e-commerce store. You can automate inventory management and order fulfillment, and use AI for website design, so you can focus more on marketing your business. And a great free AI tool that helps you do this is Build Your Store AI, who is also the sponsor of today's video. Build Your Store uses AI to build a completely unique and customizable e-commerce store on Shopify for you within minutes, with preloaded products ready to sell. Build Your Store's mission is to make it as easy as possible to start, scale, and build your e-commerce business. To get started, click on the link in my description, click Build My Free Store. The first step is enter your name and email, then choose your niche. Next, pick your design from the options, and then you can connect it to Shopify, who are currently running a promotional offer of $1 a month for the first 3 months. And then you have your ready-made Shopify store and can start selling products. And Build Your Store also comes with AutoDS, an essential app which streamlines your product sourcing and order fulfillment for your store, which is also running a promotion right now of $1 for the first 30 days. This means you can use them to find additional winning products, which you can add and sell in your store. And because they fulfill all the orders, you can focus more on growing your business. And what I like about Build Your Store is that it's very user-friendly and walks you step by step on what you need to do to get started. To get started, go to buildyourstore.ai/Austin-Williams or click on the link in my description to start building your e-commerce store today. Selling your own products or services is one way to make money online. The second way is advertising. Just 10 or 15 years ago, advertising was reserved for giant corporations with huge teams on the TV or the radio, and it was impossible for an individual to get in the game. But now, the everyday person can get in on the action simply by establishing influence and running advertisements on their content. For example, on YouTube, there are 3 main types of advertising. One, AdSense, which are the ads placed in the middle of the video that might generate $2 to $30 per 1,000 views. Second, brand deals, which are when the influencer talks about a product or service that can pay between $20 to $100 per 1,000 views. And 3, affiliate marketing, which are the links that give a commission for sales. The internet is just modern entertainment, and just like how before on TV and the radio, programs would run ads to make their money, social media gives individuals the opportunity to make money advertising. This is a good way to make money if you just want to focus on entertaining and don't have a huge business sense. And the third way to make money is working behind the scenes. If being in front of a camera or building a public audience aren't your thing, another way to make money online is simply by working behind the scenes. As someone has been doing this for 3 years, I can say this is so much work, and many people choose to outsource tasks in order to make it easier on them. And some common things they outsource are video editing, which might pay between $100 to $500 per video, thumbnail design, which might pay between $15 to $50 per hour, digital assistants helping with admin tasks, which might pay $15 to $50 an hour, and script writing, which might pay $50 to $30 per script. If you don't want to spend years building a brand or you're not comfortable with putting your face out there, another way to make money is just to work behind the scenes. Just like how TV companies have hundreds of people working behind the scenes, internet companies also have tons of people working behind the scenes to help them. And those are the 3 common ways that people make money online. However, the truth is, most people end up failing to make any money online. And so let's talk about why that is in our final section, why most people fail making money online. After 2.5 years of making a living online, I have seen many people come, go, and never end up making any money. And there are 3 common reasons for this. First, they expect quick results. Many people come into it thinking that they will make thousands of dollars in a very short period of time. They see flashy headlines like make $10,000 a month in 30 days and believe that success can happen overnight. But that is not how it works. Making money online is a long game. I mean, when I first started, I was posting videos for 9 months consistently and didn't make a single dollar. Making money online is a long game of making many mistakes and learning along the way. And if you want to make money, you can't expect it to happen quickly, but you have to be in it for years until you see any results. 2, they make content nobody cares about. Another reason people fail to make money online is because they make content that they think is interesting, but nobody really cares about it, and they don't build an audience. In order to build an audience, you have to create content that people want to watch, just like in any form of media. If there's an audience, people will flock to it. But if there isn't an audience, it will be a bust no matter how much money you put into it. If you want to succeed online, it's so important to create content that people want to consume. And so learn what an audience wants, solve real problems, and provide value. If you do those things, you will gain trust, build influence, and eventually you can monetize. And the third reason is they aren't focused. The final reason that people fail is because they're trying too many things at once. They're posting on multiple platforms while simultaneously trying multiple ways to monetize and end up spreading themselves too thin and nothing gains traction. In my opinion, it is better to master one thing than try 5 things at once and fail at all of them. As someone who has been making a living online for the past 2.5 years, I can say that it is possible, but it is not easy. It takes a long time, consistency, and a lot of patience. But if you focus on building trust, staying committed through all the ups and downs, and mastering one thing at a time, I can almost guarantee you, in the long term, you will succeed and make some money online. And that is my no BS guide to making money online. And with that, muchas gracias. Que tenga un buen día. Nos vemos, chicos.